Hello everyone, FunshionX here. Welcome back to Scrap Mechanics. Today we are going to work on improving our tank steering, our WASD tank steering, that is. And I have made it very compact and very easy to understand. And it also does reverse now. So this is the steering module. It's just these 4 sensors here because we have one for forward on the right, forward on the left, forward, backward on the right, and backward on the left. We can demonstrate it here if we come into, watch the wheels in front of me. If I hit forward, all 4 wheels should go forward, which they are. If I hit backward, they should all go backward. If I hit to the right, you should see they go alternating. The ones on the left go forward, the ones on the right go backward. And if I hit to the left, it's opposite. The ones on the left go forward, and the ones on the right go forward, and the ones on the left go backward. All right, so let's see how this works. When you're, I've got this pusher. This is something Zuma made that basically returns this long arm to square one. So we can actually just take this off real quick. So you can see there's this pusher on a piston, and then we have this thing here on a bearing. I'm going to make it 5 long, like that. And then what will happen is if you watch here, let me zoom in a little bit. If I hit forward, it's going to rotate it one way. And as soon as I let go forward, the piston, or the suspension, suspension pushes it back into place. So if I hit backward, it spins the other way, and the suspension returns it to normal. And you can see I've got 4 sensors there. So when I hit forward, I've got the bottom left and the top right sensors, as we're looking at them, active. So I just have to map those to front on the right and front on left. And then when I turn to the right, you'll see that these other bearings on the sides rotate in on the back and rotate out on the front. That way I can detect that I want one to go forward and one to go backward, and then the opposite happens if I go left. So just a few, 5 bearings and 4 sensors, and it's working pretty well. One trick here you're going to use is the bolt trick. I'm not sure who invented this, but if you put a bolt right here, it's a really nice block because it covers just less than half of an actual cube. So if you have it in the actual line of the sensor, it doesn't detect, but as soon as you move it just a little bit, the sensor will light up. So that's what I've used here. On this side, I put them on these kind of round blocks. On this side, I put them on the angle blocks, and they kind of stick through. So you'll see on the tank the final design. But that's it. That allows us to detect forward, backward, left, and right, and map them to 4 different inputs, or 4 different outputs. So if we look at our wiring, you can see that I've mapped the steering wheel to those 4, and then the steering wheel to the engine, which does the forward and backward. The 4 sensors are then mapped to 4 different engines, which control the axles. You can see that like this engine covers forward on both right wheels. This engine here covers backward on both right wheels. So each direction has its own engine, and each side has its own engine. That gives us tank steering forwards and backwards. All right, well, let's put it out onto an actual tank here. And let's first show you that I prettied it up on this version using, I don't think this entire build uses no cubes. Awesome. I didn't want to use any cubes in the entire build, but it's the same thing. It's that little suspension pusher to return to normal. That thing rotates for forward and backward, and then these move into place when you turn right and left. So we'll go ahead and get in. You can see forward and backward. Zoom out a little bit. So forward is forward on both tires, backwards on both tires. To the right, you can see this pretty much spins on a dime. There we go. I think I might put these wheels in suspension because sometimes if you're going rough terrain, the 4-wheel design is a little too, it doesn't go down in the cracks, so maybe a 3-wheel design would be better anyway. And then left. Yeah, it depends on the terrain whether it actually spins a 360 or not. But let's take it for a spin. This thing does drift, and it's a little bit slow on reaction time, especially on the forward and backward. So you got to kind of plan your turns ahead. Let's see if we can make it through the trees, up the hill. I'm using electrical engines just for the torque. They do much better up hills and over bumps. But I'm fascinated by tank steering. I love it. It's so much more fun than having the other kind of steering. Traditional steering. Woohoo! Let's see if we can take it over something rough. Yeah. Oh, whoa! We're going down. We're going down. Yeah. No problem. All right, can we make it over this big hill here? If we don't run into a tree. Oh, that was close. Yeah, this is why you want the electrical engines, because they just come up hills like nothing. Don't go as fast, but they are awesome. I've yet to get this thing stuck. I have flipped it like twice, just going off cliffs like this. Oh, nice jump! One of my favorite cars. It looks cool. I wanted to have WASD on tank steering and no blocks at all. That was my goal, and be able to go forward and backwards, which my previous one could not do. Alright, let's see if we can park it here. Woohoo! Yeah, if it can get going spinning pretty fast here if we can get it going. Come on, go. There it goes, there it goes. Yeehaw! Awesome. Alright, well that's it for the tank, but I'm going to give you guys a bonus. Alright guys, just be really quick since you guys stuck around and watched the entire video. You get to see a sneak peek of my next video, which is my new stunt plane. It uses only backwards thrusters and uses the suspension glitch to fly. So here we go. It has vertical takeoff, and here we go. If you guys like my video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Scrap Mechanics.